Hello and welcome back to this third installation of our Web of Science database tutorial series. In this tutorial, we are going to cover the topic of citation searching. Here's what we'll be covering in this tutorial. As a reminder, in our two previous tutorials, we covered how to log into the Web of Science database through our university's library website. And we also conducted a basic search of a topic, which would appear very similar to other searches you may have used using similar databases. Here are the learning objectives for this tutorial. Take a moment to read over those, and always keep those in the back of your mind as we continue through this tutorial. So what is citation searching? Or more specifically, what is Web of Science and what does it do that makes it so special relative to other databases? Well, let's say I was doing a search in Web of Science or another database for that matter, and I discover an article published in 2007 that was very useful and relevant to the research that I'm conducting for an assignment. A tendency of inexperienced researchers is to go to that 2007 article's reference list and then begin footnote chasing, looking for the articles that author referenced. Unfortunately, this view takes us backwards in time and doesn't advance our research forward. Ideally, what we want to do is we want to find articles that have referenced or cited this 2007 article and are newer, being written from 2007 to the present, going forward in time. So how do we do that? Well, it's screencast time, and I'm going to show you in Web of Science. As noted, in our previous tutorial, we conducted a basic search. In this case, we searched for the topic information literacy, and it came up with 1,889 results. We can see in the top left, which are sorted by publication date, newest to oldest. Now this is the very important thing to note, is that we are going to sort these by the number of times they were cited from highest to lowest. When we do this, we can see that this particular article was cited 223 times. Now before we continue, we would read this article, evaluate it, ensure that it met our needs for our research, and then continue looking at articles that cited this article. But for the interest of time and learning, we're going to go ahead with that next step. So we go to the right here, and it says time cited, and we see that it's a highly cited paper. We're going to go to 223. We're going to right-click on this and open it in a new tab. And I'm quickly going to refine this to information science, library science related articles. And then once again, the default is newest to oldest. And we can see that the newest article was published this month, September 2017. So we know that this is really recent scholarly work related to that article that we found in the previous page. But let's say we want to find other articles that were highly cited. We do the same sort of sort. And the top article, How and Why Do College Students Use Wikipedia, is also very related to information literacy. And of course, we would evaluate that article, but we can also see it's been cited 62 times, which is a pretty fair number of cites in itself. So Web of Science allows us to do some things that other databases would not, and helps us find relevant articles very quickly. So now it's your turn to practice. After this tutorial, select a topic, go into Web of Science, and select something of personal interest or related to a research project you're working on in school. As a review, we covered Web of Science, the importance of looking forward and not backward, how to sort by the time cited, and how to select other articles by the number of times cited. All right, go forth and research.